Today's top stories. South Korea today deployed a high-speed naval vessel equipped with anti-ship missiles to its western sea border, amid reports that North Korea is preparing to launch new missiles. Tensions have risen along the Korean peninsula since North Korea tested a nuclear weapon and fired 6 short-range missiles last week. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported today that Pyongyang is preparing to test-fire a mid-range missile that can hit all of South Korea and most of Japan. Russia and China yesterday called for a convincing response to North Korea's nuclear test from the United Nations Security Council. Iran's Foreign Minister Manouchehr Mottaki, yesterday in a press conference in Tehran, in response to a question about the reaction of Iran to a possible statement of U.S. President Obama in his future trip to Cairo, said, quote, "The messages of change will be evaluated based on actions." According to the ISNA news agency, Mottaki added, quote, "We must wait and see what are Obama's views in relation to questions such as America's unconditional support for the Zionist regime, the project of Islamophobia, which is constantly being drawn up by the West, the insult against Islamic personalities and sanctities, and the military campaigns against 2 Muslim countries on 2 sides of Iran. And if he thinks that these processes are flawed, does he have the courage to admit it, correct the path?" In regards to Obama's visit to Saudi Arabia and the possibility of mediation by that country between Iran and the United States, Mottaki said, quote, "Our words and positions in regards to America are clear. Of course, we will evaluate what comes out of Obama's trip and his statements." The United Arab Emirates said yesterday that a territorial dispute with Iran over 3 islands in the Persian Gulf will not impact trade ties between the 2 countries. Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum also reiterated his country's call for a peaceful solution to the issue. Al Maktoum said, quote, "Conflicts over national borders have never prevented trade and human exchange. The islands, Abu Musa and the Greater and Lesser Tums, lie in the Strait of Hormuz, near key shipping lanes." These stories and more at televisionwashington.com.